Welcome, baseball fans, to Cubs Stadium. Overcast night for the Heart of Iowa Conference action between the visiting PCM Mustangs and the hometown Nevada Cubs. Starting tonight on the mound for the Cubs, that is junior Jackson Burlage. He'll face the following PCM lineup. Leading off, playing first base, number 14, Nick Barber. Batting second, playing center field, number 2, Caleb DeVries. In the third spot will be the second baseman, number 21, Easton Webb. Cleanup duties tonight go to senior Gabe Hobbs, who's playing right field. Batting fifth and doing the catching, number 7, Jack Jungling. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, number 20, Trig Steenhook. Batting seventh, at third base, Jensen Hood. Batting eighth, left fielder, number 24, Alex Wendt. And batting ninth, designated hitter tonight for PCM is Jacob Wendt. He'll be batting for the pitcher, that's Shea Burns. Just about ready to get underway here in the first inning. Still overcast skies, but no rain falling at the moment.
Leading off the top of the first inning for the Mustangs, first baseman number 14, Nick Barber.
Jackson Burlage on the mound for the Cubs. Junior has a 1-0 record. This will be his third appearance on the year. Does have a 3.50 ERA entering the contest. 11 strikeouts on the year. First pitch hits the outside corner for strike one. PCM comes into tonight's action with a 4-5 overall record. Second pitch is hit in the air, straight up in center field. It's Jaden Grimm. He makes the catch. Defensively for the Cubs, Jackson Burlage on the mound. Doing the catching tonight is number 1, Cole Bebbing.
Center fielder number 2, Caleb DeVries.
Third base is senior Nick Larson. Shortstop, Easton Gray. Second base, Drake Hinson. At first is Gabe Kramer. Left to right is Clay Franzen, Jaden Grimm, and Anthony Eaton. Up to bat for PCM is the center fielder. That's number 2, Caleb DeVries. Just underway here at Cubs Stadium. Second batter of the game. There's one out. Jackson Burlage on the mound. He is behind now. 2 balls, no strikes to the center fielder, DeVries, for PCM. That one's outside. Ball 3. 3-0. DeVries hitting .292 on the year. 3-0 pitch. That's in there for strike one. PCM 4-5 on the year, 2-1 in conference play. 3-1 pitch, swung on, roped right over the glove of shortstop Gray into left field. Franzen's over, gets the ball in. So first hit of the game is a single to left for DeVries. Brings up the second baseman for PCM. That's number 21, Easton Webb.
Second baseman number 21, Easton Webb.
Webb, a senior, hitting .407. Takes first pitch for strike one. Burlage left and goes to first. DeVries back easily. DeVries a little bit of a threat to run. He's 4 of 5 on stolen bases this year. Not much of a lead. That pitch is outside. Evens count at 1-1. Webb hitting .407 this year. There goes the runner. Throw from Bebbing is up the line. Backed up, knocked down by Hinson, backing up the play. That'll keep DeVries at second. So he steals second base, puts a runner in scoring position, moves the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. from the stretch, delivers. Ooh, that one looked good, but just a touch low. So Webb works the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Runner in scoring position. 1 out. Swing and a miss. That runs count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here, top of the first, just underway here at Cubs Stadium. And the pitch, that's outside, ball 4. So Webb draws a walk. Bring up the cleanup hitter tonight. That's senior Gabe Hobbs.
Right fielder, number 1, Gabe Hobbs.
Hobbs leads PCM in hitting, even 500. He does have a home run on the year. That pitch is over Beving, bounces off. Might have had a shot, but took his eye off it just a second because it bounced strongly off the padding right back to him. He would have had a shot at DeVries at third, but took his eye off it just a split second, couldn't grab it. So the runners move up, puts 2 of them in scoring position. Did have a light rain shower here right prior to the game, prior to the teams taking infield, so the ball's going to be a little slick tonight. Swing and a miss. Evens count 1-1. So 1 out here, top of the first. Cleanup hitter, right fielder Hobbs at the plate. That one's in there for strike 2. Nice pitch by Burlage. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Burlage still pitching from the stretch. Swing, off-speed pitch. Gets Hobbs swinging. 2nd out of the inning. That'll bring up catcher Jack Youngling.
Catcher, number 7, Jack Youngling.
Youngling hitting .250 this year. 2 outs. Swing, that's chopped towards the hole. That's going to get through to left. 1 run's going to score. They're going to hold the runner up. The wet grass just kind of ate that ball up. Franzen up with it, gets it into Larson. So the RBI single by Youngling scores DeVries for the game's first run. Brings to the plate
First hero for the Mustangs, number 15, Kobe Durant. Coming to the plate is the shortstop, number 20, Trig Steenhook.
So Trig Steenhook comes to the plate for PCM. He plays shortstop, junior. Pinch runner, or courtesy runner at first.
15, Durant.
Is Kobe Durant, courtesy runner. First pitch is low for ball 1. 1st and 3rd. That one's ripped towards the gap in center. Grimm gives chase, gets it on 2nd bounce, gets under his glove. Durant will make the turn and get to 3rd. The relay throw skips under Gray's glove. So Steenhook will take 2nd on the air.
Third baseman, number 28, Jensen Hood.
So Steenhook gets the RBI single, brings to the plate the 3rd baseman, sophomore Jensen Hood. Ooh, that one just misses inside for ball 1. PCM strikes quickly. They're up 2-0 here with 2 outs in the top of the first, and they have runners on 2nd and 3rd. That one's in there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here, top of the first. Cubs are behind early, 2-0. 1-1 pitch, swung on, check swing. Fouled into the dugout fencing for strike 2. Hood, just a sophomore. One-two pitch. Blocked. Gets away from Beving. So DeRude will score from third. Steenhook will move up from second to third. Pitch in the dirt and evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Cubs in a hole early here, 3-0. They're down. 2 outs. Pitch swung on, off the handle, slow roller. Gray scoops, throws up the line. So Hood reaches. Scores Steenhook for third.
Number 24, Alex Wendt.
For the 4th run of the inning. And that will bring up the number 8 hitter. That's left fielder Alex Wendt. Swing and miss. Strike 1. Wendt, sophomore. Slow start to the season for him. Oh, 1 pitch off the end of the bat for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. PCM up early, 4-0. Blocked nicely by Bebbing. One ball, 2 strikes now. Sets in the pitch. Oh, just misses low. Evens count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here. 2s are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first. Runner on first. That one's in there. Strike 3. Burlage records his 2nd strikeout of the inning for the 3rd out. But PCM sends 8 runners to the plate. They get 4 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 Cub error, and there was runner left on base. Our score with a half inning in the book is visiting PCM Mustangs 4. Hometown Cubs coming to bat. On the mound for PCM is senior Shea Burns. Sophomore Shea Burns. This will be his 4th appearance. He does not have a win-loss record, but does have a 1.11 ERA. He will face the following Cub lineup. Leading off will be the pitcher, Jackson Burlage. Batting second and doing the catching is number 1, Cole Bebbing. Batting third in right field is junior Anthony Eaton. Cleanup duties tonight go to second baseman, sophomore Drake Hinson. Batting fifth, playing first base, junior Gabe Kramer. Batting sixth at shortstop, that's junior Easton Gray. Batting seventh in center field, sophomore Jaden Grimm. Batting eighth at the hot corner, that's Nick Larson. And batting ninth in left field is Clay Franzen. Burns on the mound for PCM, Youngling behind the plate. Hood at third, Steenhook at short, Webb at second, Farber at first, Wendt, DeVries, and Hobbs defensively for the visiting.
Leading off the bottom half of the first inning for the Cubs. Pitcher, number 23, Jackson Burlage.
Ready to get things started for the Cubs here in the bottom of the first. Leadoff hitter, that's pitcher Jackson Burlage. Burlage, a junior, leads the Cubs with a .519 average. Having a great start to the year. First pitch swinging, chops that foul into the mound, or into the plate for strike one. Burlage with 14 hits on the year. That includes a triple. Kind of a excuse me swing towards second. Up with it, and in time is Webb 4-3 putout is the first out of the inning. Brings up the catcher, number 1, Cole
Catcher,
Beving.
Number 1, Cole Beving.
Right-handed swinging Beving is hitting 185 this year. Just a sophomore. Takes the first pitch low and outside for ball 1. That one hits the outside corner for strike 1 to even the count. Cubs come into tonight's action with a 5-4 record overall. That one's in the middle for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They're 2-3 in conference play. They're coming off a loss on Monday to Roland Story. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Beving goes down on strikes. Second out of the inning brings up the right fielder, number 5, Anthony Eaton.
Right fielder, number 5, Anthony Eaton.
Eaton hit 269 this year. Oh, pretty curveball hits the outside corner for strike 1. That one's outside, evens count at 1-1. Burns now has 9 strikeouts on the season. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Bottom of the first, Cubs trail 4-0. That one drops in there for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Cub right fielder. He digs in. Burns from the windup. Oh, watch out. Just misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Chop towards Webb at second. To Hopper. He scoops, throws, gets eaten by a step. Cubs are retired in order. 1, 2, 3. They have no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 1 complete, our score is PCM 4, Cubs 0. Due up for the Mustangs. In the top of the second will be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters. That's Jacob Wendt, Barber, and DeVries. Leading things off for PCM here in the top of the second is the number 9 hitter in the lineup. The designated hitter, senior Jacob Wendt. He takes the first pitch high inside for ball 1. Jackson Burlage on the mound. That pitch is swung on and fouled straight back and out of play. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Wendt looking for his first hit of the year. Takes that pitch high for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. That one, fastball down the middle for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. First batter here, top of the second. DH Jacob Wendt. Jackson Burlage on the mound for the Cubs. Cubs trail 4-0 here. That ball is hit in the air, short. Hinson drifts back into short right field. He can't make the catch. Hinson looked like he was backed underneath it, but must have caught a bit of the breeze. Falls for a hit. PCM has a runner on.
14, Nick Farber.
Brings up to the top of the order, and first baseman Nick Farber. Farber flew out to center field his first at bat. Takes the first pitch outside for ball one. Four nothing's our score here in the top of the second. That pitch in there for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jacob Went on first base. Not much of a threat to steal. That pitch is high. Gets away from Beving. So Went will go down to second on the wild pitch. Nobody out here in the top of the second. Mustangs lead 4-0. They have a runner in scoring position. Farber at the plate. That one's chopped towards Hinson at second. He picks it up, scoops, throws in time to get the runner out. 4-3 put out his first out of the inning, but Went does advance to third on the slow roller. That'll bring up center fielder number 2, Caleb DeVries. DeVries singled to left in his first at bat. Pitches upstairs for ball one. DeVries singled and scored for the game's first run. That one is ripped towards right. If it stays fair, making a great effort is Eaton. Diving attempt, can't haul it in. Gets away from him. He is up and throwing. Not in time to get DeVries. Great effort by Eaton and Wright. Can't come up with it. So the double by DeVries. Scores Went from third. Brings up the second baseman, Easton Webb.
Second baseman, number 21, Easton Webb.
That ball was dying and drifting away from Eaton and Wright. Diving effort. Just couldn't quite get to it in time. First pitch to Webb is in there for strike one. Score now 5-0. PCM ahead. They have another running. There goes a runner from second. Ball gets away from Beving. No one covering home, but DeVries stays at third. Stolen base puts a runner on third. Pitch was low, called a ball, so it evens count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch from Burlage is in there. That's hit towards right. Eaton's got a beat on it. He makes the catch. Here's the throw home. Cut off. Cut off by Kramer. So no play at the plate. So DeVries will score from third on the sacrifice by Webb. Catch by Eaton.
Number 1, Gabe Hobbs.
Is the second out of the inning. Brings up the number 4 hitter in the lineup. That's right fielder Gabe Hobbs. Senior struck out in his first at bat. 6-0 now is our score in the second. That first pitch swinging pops straight up. Burlage is calling it, and he makes the catch. Pop out to the pitcher there right on the line. His third out of the inning. But the Mustangs add 2 more runs on 3 hits. No errors and no runners left. Mustangs lead 6-0 heading to the bottom of the second. Due up for the Cubs will be the 4, 5, 6 hitters. That's Hinson, Kramer, and Gray. Getting ready for action here in the bottom of the second inning. Stepping up to the plate for the Cubs will be second baseman. That's sophomore Drake Hinson. Hinson having a nice start to the year, 344. Looks at a breaking pitch in there for strike one. Hinson does have 7 hits, including a home run on the year. He's in the hole here. No balls, 2 strikes. Shea Burns on the mound for PCM. That one's outside. Good eye. 1 ball and 1 strike. Or 1 ball, 2 strikes, sorry. Nobody out here. Top or bottom of the second inning. First batter for the Cubs in the second. That pitch is in there. Freezes Hinson. He goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning, brings up the first baseman, the junior, Gabe Kramer. Kramer Jr. getting the start tonight. First pitch swinging, pops it up, but straight back and out of play for strike one. Check swing, they appeal down to first. No go. Evens count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, bottom of the second. Cubs are down 6-0. PCM. Little backdoor curveball there, drops in for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, nice curveball there from Burns. Freezes Kramer for out number 2. Third strikeout of the game for Burns. Brings up the shortstop, junior Easton Gray.
Shortstop, number 2, Easton Gray.
Gray hitting .308 this year. Fooled on that pitch, swings strike 1. Off-speed pitch by Burns. Gray gets a piece of it. Grounds it into the dirt, so that's strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, bottom of the second. Cubs are down 6-0. Easton Gray at the plate. That one doesn't break enough. Stays inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Up in the pitch. Swung on, chopped towards third, but that's going to go foul. So Gray stays alive on the foul ball. One-two pitch on the way. That stays inside for ball 2. Evens count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the second. Cubs trailing 6-0. That one's way behind Gray. So Easton has worked the count full here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Base is empty. Cubs looking for their first base runner of the game. Swung on, chop, foul. Nice piece of hitting there by Gray to stay alive. Full count to the junior shortstop. Oh, that one hits him. Ball might be a little wet. Burns, those 3 kind of breaking pitches, all of them stayed well inside. And that one cost him with the hit by pitch. So it sends Gray down to first. First runner of the game for the Cubs.
10, Jaden Grimm.
Brings up the center fielder. That's sophomore Jaden Grimm. Grimm getting the start tonight in center with Burlage on the mound. First pitch low and outside for ball 1. They're going to call a balk. Burns did not come set. So Gray will trot down to second into scoring position. So the balk gives the Cubs a runner in scoring position. Chance to get on the board here. Grimm at the plate. That stays upstairs. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes now. Nick Larson on deck for the Cubs. 2-0 pitch. Low, ball 3. First base is open, so see if Grimm has the green light to swing 3-0 here. He doesn't. They do call strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike now the count to the sophomore center fielder. Low and in the dirt. There goes a runner to third. Ball gets in the dirt away from Youngling, the catcher. So Gray scampers down to third. Grimm trots to first on the walk. So Cubs have runners on the corners. Bring to the plate the third baseman. That's senior Nick Larson. I think they might have had their signs crossed there. Youngling goes out to talk to the pitcher, Burns.
Third baseman, number 4, Nick Larson.
Nick Larson, senior Nick Larson steps into the batter's box. This is his first start of the year. He's coming off an injury. First pitch hits the corner for strike 1. Larson looking for his first hit of the game, or the season. There goes a runner from first. Larson swings. Can't catch up to it. So he's in the hole 0-2. Grimm gets the stolen base. So Cubs now have 2 runners in scoring position. Larson's in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. That one's right down the middle. Strike 3. So Burns strikes out the side around a hit by pitch and a walk. Cubs get no runs, no hits. There are no errors, but 2 runners left. After 2 complete, our score is PCM 6, Veda 0. Due up for the Mustangs will be the 5, 6, 7 hitters. That's Youngling, Steenhook, and Hood. Jack Jungling steps in to start things off here in the third for PCM. He looks at the first pitch for strike one. Jungling singled to left in his first at bat, got an RBI out of it. That pitch is low, ball one. Rain starting to fall here at Cubs Stadium. That pitch is hit, looped into right field. That's going to drop for a little, excuse me, single. So Jungling is 2 for 2 tonight. Single to left, single to right. Bring up the shortstop. That's Trig Steenhook.
Kobe DeRon, courtesy runner for the Mustangs at first. Now batting shortstop, number 20, Trig Steenhook.
Kobe DeRod comes in to run for the catcher, Jungling. They're going to call balk. Burlage did not come set, so DeRod will move down to second. No pitch.
Not ready.
Due up, or in the batter's box now, is the shortstop, Trig Steenhook, who doubled to right his first at bat. He doubled and scored in the first inning.
But this is going to be the last of it all night, it looks like.
Burlage comes set to the mound. That swing and a miss. Strike one. Cubs trail 6-0 here, top of the third. Mustangs have a runner in scoring position at second. Jackson Burlage on the mound for the Cubs. Swing, that's fouled off. Steenhook got a piece of it. But he's in the hole now. No balls, 2 strikes. Burlage comes set on the pitch. Upstairs, ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here, top of the third. Rain looks to be stopping here now. Curveball waited on. Hits it towards center. Grimm gets underneath it, makes the catch. Quickly gets it into Henson. So Steenhook flies out to center for the first out of the inning. DeRod could not go anywhere. That brings up the
number 28, Jensen Hood.
number 7 batter in the Mustang lineup. That's third baseman Jensen Hood. Hood reached on an infield single in his first at bat. He swings first pitch, straight up, back, out of play for strike one. Mustangs sent 8 batters to the plate in the first inning to take an early 4-0 lead. Added 2 in the second. That's where we are, 6-0 is our lead. There goes the runner. Throw down by Beving in plenty of time. Gets DeRod easily. Cole Beving with a strike down to third. Gets the runner trying to steal. Nice play all the way around there. Larson just had to make the catch and drop the glove down as DeRod slid into the tag. That's off the handles right at Larson. He charges. Can't make the catch, but he was in foul territory, so it is just a strike. Good effort by Larson. Just couldn't quite get there. Little soft little liner off the handle. So Hood in the hole now. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs on a nice throw by Beving. That's a backdoor curve. Gets Hood looking. Jackson Burlage records his 3rd strikeout of the game for the 3rd out of the inning. So Mustangs get no runs. They do get 1 hit. No Cub errors and nobody left. We move to the bottom of the 3rd. Cubs trail 6-0. Due up for Nevada will be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters. That's Franzen, Burlage, and Beving. Clay Franzen to start things off here in the bottom of the third for the Cubs. He turns bunts right down the line. It's going to just kick foul. It's a great attempt by Franzen, but just hit the wrong rock at the wrong time for strike one. Franzen having a nice start of the year. He's at 227. Rain stop now, sun's out, double rainbow in right field. See if that turns the Cubs' tide. Curveball drop spin there for strike two. Franzen in the hole now, no balls, 2 strikes. Fastball hits the outside corner for strike 3. 5th strikeout of the game for
Pitcher, number
Burns.
23, Jackson Burlage.
First out of the inning brings us back to the top of the Cub order, and pitcher Jackson Burlage. Jackson grounded out to second in his first at bat. First pitch, low and inside, ball 1. Left-handed swing, he swings to bunt. Pitches outside, he pulls it back for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Low for ball 3. Burlage in ahead of the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Squares the bunt, but he's going to pull that back. In there for the courtesy strike. 3 balls and 1 strike now to the Cub leadoff hitter. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Cubs trail 6-0. 3-1 pitch. Swung on, hit towards second. Up with it is Webb. He throws over, gets Burlage in time. So that's the second time tonight that Webb has retired Burlage. Second out of the inning brings up the catcher. That's number 1, Cole Beving.
Catcher, number 1, Cole Beving.
Beving struck out his first at bat. Cubs trail 6-0 here, bottom of the third. Watch out. A pitch behind Beving for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. In the dirt, ball 2. 2-0. Six nothing's our score here. Visiting PCM Mustangs ahead of the Cubs. This Heart of Iowa Conference action. Outside, ball 3. Second batter now that Burns has gone in a row, 3-0 count. Oh, they're gonna give him the courtesy strike. 3 balls, 1 strike there. 3-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Burns battles back now to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here, bottom of the third. Cole Beving at the plate. Swung on, chop, foul. Beving stays alive. Three-two pitch. Curveball inside. So Beving will trot down to first with a 2-out walk. We'll bring her up right fielder, junior Anthony Eaton.
Right fielder, number 5, Anthony Eaton.
Eaton grounded out to second his first at bat. Low and outside for ball 1.
Keep a rally going here, Tony. Run away on base, Buck.
Beving does have 7 stolen bases on the year. That one's outside, ball 2. 2-0 count here. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Cubs need a run. Their trail 6-0 here in the bottom of the third. Upstairs, 3-0. 3 batters in a row now. Burns has gone 3-0 on. .3-0 pitch. That one's outside. So Cubs now have something going. Back-to-back walks put runners on first and second. And we'll bring up the the cleanup hitter, I'm sorry.
Second baseman. Number 3, Drake Hinson.
Drake Hinson.
Find that right center gap, knock in a couple here. 3, let's go.
Drake struck out in his first at bat. Cubs have a runner in scoring position. First pitch is low, ball 1. Hinson leads the team with 8 RBIs this year, looking to add another one to get the Cubs on the board. That one's in there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Second baseman Webb holding the runner, and he moves over. That one's hit and will drift out of play.
Attack the corner now. Here you go. Battle, you're good.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Runners on first and second. Hit to the outfield should score Beving. He'll be off on contact. There goes the runner. Ball's in the dirt. Beving easily gets third, and Eaton will trot down to second. So now something out into the outfield grass will really do some damage. 2 balls, 2 strikes our count. 2 outs. Swung, he got a piece of it, so he'll stay alive.
Single force 2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the third. From the stretch, Burns pitching. Swung on, chopped foul. Hinson battling at the plate. Two pitch on the way. That one drops in there for strike 3. So Cubs are left stranded again. No runs, no hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left. After 3 complete, our score is 6-0, visiting PCM Mustangs in the lead. They'll send up in the top of the 4th the 8-9-1 hitters. That's Alex Wendt, Jacob Wendt, and Farber. Starting things off here for PCM in the top of the fourth will be left fielder Alex Wendt. Wendt struck out in his first at bat. Looks at the first pitch for ball one. First batter here in top of the fourth. Alex Wendt fouls that one off the foot. Even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1's a count. Swung on, popped, drifting, and will get out of play. Bounce just short of the concession stand. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now to the Mustang left fielder. Jackson Burlage on the mound for the Cubs. Swung on, that one's ripped toward the gap in left center. Franzen giving chase, but that's going to get past him to the wall. He's up with it quickly and gets it in. Alex Wendt smokes that ball to the wall for a double. Bring up the designated hitter.
Number 11, Jacob Wendt.
Number 11, senior Jacob Wendt. 8th hit of the game for the Mustangs. Second double. Jacob Wendt singled in his first at bat. Singled and scored. First pitch, he's swinging. He drives that to left field. Franzen giving chase, and that is foul and out of play. Just foul. That one just misses being a home run by maybe 3 feet. But it turns into a long strike, so strike 1 to the number 9 hitter in the order. Curveball. Wendt swings over that. Nice pitch there by Burlage. For strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. From the stretch. 0-2 pitch. Oh! Just missed for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's a good location. Trying to get him swinging. Doesn't bite. That one he does. Strike 3. Hits the ground. Throw down to first. So Bevan couldn't hold on to it. That's going to move Alex Wendt from second to third. But Jacob Wendt goes down swinging for the first out of the inning.
First baseman, number 14, Nick Farber.
Brings us back to the top of the Mustang order, and first baseman Nick Farber. Farber's 0 for 2 tonight. Flew out to center and grounded to second. Nice stop by Bevan. Ball is called. Pitch is called low for ball 1. Swinging, Farber swinging, slices it foul and out of play. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Mustangs have a runner on third. They're looking to add to their lead. They lead 6-0. Curveball trot towards Larson at third. Gets under his glove. Wendt had retreated to third, expecting the throw. Instead, he'll go in and score. Farber moves down to first on the error. Bring up the center fielder, number 2.
Number 2, Caleb DeVries.
Caleb DeVries. DeVries is 2 for 2 tonight. He's singled in the first, doubled in the second, scored both times. Pitch is high for ball 1. Low and inside, ball 2. 2-0 now. 1 out here, top of the 4th. Cubs are down 7-0. Burlage from the stretch. That one's in the dirt. Gets away from Bevan. Pass ball moves Farber to second into scoring position. Timeout called. Not sure what. Discussion was.
Tripping from the dugout.
Huh?
Something tripping from the dugout. Coach just said stop it.
Sounds like they're going to give a warning to the PCM bench for talking in the dugout. That was low. Beving keeps it in front of him, but it is ball 4. So DeVries reaches first on the walk. So runners at first and second.
Number 21, Easton Webb.
Brings up the second baseman. That's number 21, Easton Webb. Webb has walked and scored in the first. And sacrifice fly. That one gets away from the catcher Beving. Big turn at first from Farver, but he'll go back to third. So the runners move up on the pass ball, or wild pitch. One ball, no strikes. One out here, top of the 4th. Cubs trail 7-0. Low and outside, ball 2. Burledge on the mound. He's in the hole here. 2 balls, no strikes. Inside, watch out. 3-0 now is our count. Three-0 count. That's in there for strike 1. Three and one's our count. 1 out here, top of the 4th. High up inside, ball 4. Second walk of the inning loads the bases. And brings up the cleanup hitter for PCM. That's right fielder Gabe Hobbs. Timeout called as Cole Beving goes to the mound. I think they changed the signals here.
Right fielder, number 1, Gabe Hobbs.
Hobbs steps in. He's 0 for 2 tonight. A strikeout and flew out to the pitcher Burledge. Get some action in the Cub bullpen now. That first pitch is high and inside ball 1. It's like Dawson Lemke is going to go down and get warmed up for the Cubs in the bullpen. 1-0 pitch. Low and in the dirt. Nice stop by Beving. It's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Two pitch on the way. Swung on, that's ripped to right. One hopper to Franzen. He comes up throwing. Ball, nice play by Clay Franzen. Get the ball in quickly. Limits damage to just the 1 run. Hobbs gets the RBI single to increase PCM's lead to 8-0.
Catcher, number 7, Jack Youngling.
Brings up the catcher, number 7, Jack Youngling. Youngling's 2 for 2 tonight. Singled and scored with an RBI in the first inning. And singled in the third. 8-0's our score here, top of the 4th. That one's hit towards center. Grimm tracks it. Ranges over, makes the catch, turns, throws home. Cut off by Kramer. No chance to get the runner DeVries at home. But it keeps Hobbs at first, so now with 2 outs and runners on the corner, stepping into the batter's box
Trig Steenhook.
will be the shortstop Trig Steenhook. Steenhook 1 for 2, infield single and a pop out to center. So 2 outs now, top of the 4th. Cubs are down 9-0. Throw over to first. Ball gets away from Kramer. So that'll score DeVries from third for the 10th run of the game for PCM. First pitch misses for ball 1. Two outs. High, ball 2. 2-0. Barrage gone the distance for the Cubs. Swing. Miss. Takes the count to 2 balls and a strike. Got 2 outs here in top of the 4th. Cubs trail 10-0. 2 outs. PCM's got a runner on first. There goes the runner. Pitch is swung on and fouled into the dirt. So that evens count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. From the stretch, Barrage pitch. Swung on, chopped, foul. Down the line. Steenhook stays alive on the foul ball. Pitch on the way in the dirt. Gets away from Beving. Moves Hobbs down to second base on the wild pitch. But also moves the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Paul gets away again from Beving. It's high, wild pitch. So Hobbs will move to third on the wild pitch. Steenhook will move down to first on the walk. And we'll get a timeout here called by the Cubs. Back to live action. Stepping in the box is Jackson Hood, third baseman for PCM. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. So the 9th batter coming to the plate for the Mustangs here in the 4th. That one's called strike 2. Hood is singled and struck out tonight. Runners on the corner for PCM. They lead 10-0. Curveball stays just outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two outs here, top of the 4th. Pitch from Perlage upstairs, gets away from Beving, bounces back. They might have a shot, but Perlage late getting to the plate. So Hobbs crosses the plate on the wild pitch for the 11th run for PCM. They lead 11-0 now. Steenhook goes down to second. Also evens count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch swung on off the handle right at Gray. He leaps and makes the catch. PCM sends 9 batters to the plate in the 4th. They score 5 runs on 2 hits, 2 Cub errors, and 1 runner left. Cubs trail 11-0 heading to the home half of the 4th. Due up for Nevada will be the 5, 6, 7 hitters. That's Kramer, Gray, and Grimm. Starting off the bottom of the fourth inning for the hometown Nevada Cubs is first baseman Gabe Kramer. First pitch swinging, hits it out towards left, but tracking it and make the catch is Alex Wendt for the first out of the inning.
Shortstop, number 2, Easton Gray.
That'll bring up Easton Gray, shortstop tonight. He was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. First pitch swinging again, hits it towards third. That's Hood, up and throws, long throw across the diamond, stretch by Farver and gets the out. So 2 pitches, 2 outs for Burns. Brings up the center fielder, that's Jaden Grimm.
Center fielder, number 10, Jaden Grimm.
Grimm walked in his first at bat. That one's in the dirt, ball 1. Pitch is in there for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the fourth, 2 outs. Cubs trail 11-0 in this Heart of Iowa Conference matchup. Grimm swings off the end of the bat, slices it into the netting for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stays alive, pounds that one into the plate for a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Grimm goes down swinging for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left for the Cubs in the 4th. We move on to the 5th inning with PCM leading 11-0. Due up for the Mustangs in the 5th will be the 8-9-1 hitters. That's Alex Wendt, Jacob Wendt, and Nick Farver.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning for the Mustangs, Left fielder, number 24, Alex Went.
Start of the fifth, Cubs will put out a new pitcher on the mound. That is sophomore Dawson Lemke taking the bump. Lemke just his second varsity appearance. First pitch is low for ball one. First batter he faces will be the left fielder for PCM. That's Alex Went. Went is 1 for 2 tonight. Struck out. Started things off last inning with a double. Came around to score. He swings at that, misses. The other count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Lemke pitching from the stretch. That one's in there. Strike 2. Lemke just 2 innings pitched on the varsity level so far this year. Does have a strikeout. Off-speed pitch, drifts outside, evens count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2's our count. Cubs trail 11-0, top of the 5th. That one's in there, strike 3. Lemke comes in, records his first strikeout, gets Went looking for the first out of the inning. Brings up the designated hitter.
Number 11, Jacob Went.
Number 11, Jacob Went. Went is 1 for 2. He singled and scored back in the second. Struck out last inning. Takes the first pitch high for ball 1. Burlage goes 4 innings for the Cubs. That one's just a little short, ball 2. Burlage gets 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. Gives up the 11 runs. Swing by Jacob Went. 2 balls and 1 strike now. 1 out here, top of the 5th. Cubs trail 11-0. That one's right up the middle. So Went gets his second hit of the game. Single to center. Takes us back to the top of the PCM order, and first baseman Nick Farber.
Number 14, Nick Farber.
Farber has flown out to center, grounded out to second, and reached on an error. One out here in the top of the 5th. Mustangs have a runner on first. That's Jacob Went. Nick Farber at the plate. Dawson Lemke on the mound for the Nevada. Nice pitch by Dawson there. Gets strike 1. Cubs are off tomorrow. And they travel to Perry on Friday for a doubleheader. Nice pitch, but waited on. Farber hits that into the gap to center. Burlage gives chase, but that's going to roll to the wall. He's up and throwing. They're waving Went around third. Farber's digging for third. The throw over is up the line. It's a nice job by Nick Larson stopping the ball. That goes past him, and Farber's going to score. So Farber gets a triple, 1 out triple.
Center fielder, number 2, Caleb DeVries.
Brings up the center fielder, Caleb DeVries. Went scores all the way from first on the play. Ooh. Not sure where that missed, but it is ball 1. Cubs haven't been able to keep DeVries off the bases. He's 2 for 2 with a walk. Been on 3 times, scored 3 times. Chops that one foul. Even the count at 1-1. PCM taking it to the Cubs tonight. 12-0's our score. That one, slow breaking pitch. PCM not doing a nice job waiting on it, but that one goes foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to to the center fielder for PCM, DeVries. 1-2 pitch, swung on. That one's ripped to center, right at Burlage. It drops for a single. Score Farver from third. So DeVries is on for the 4th time tonight with his 3rd hit. RBI to center field brings up the second baseman. That's
Second
Easton
baseman,
Webb.
number 21, Easton Webb.
Webb has walked twice, scored twice, and had a sacrifice fly back in the 2nd inning. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Throw over to first. DeVries was leaning towards second, but the throw was home plate side of the bag, so not a chance to get him. That one's grounded out of play for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here, top of the 5th. PCM ahead 13-0. He delivers. That one's hit towards left. Well hit. Back goes Franzen off the wall. He scoops, throws in. Gray with the relay, but not in time. Webb drives one off the wall to left center for a double. DeVries held up a little bit to make sure it wasn't caught, so he ends up on third. So with 1 out, runners on second and third.
Gabe Hobbs.
Brings up the right fielder. That's cleanup hitter Gabe Hobbs. First pitch swinging, chops towards Larson at third. He has to wait for it. Can't get it out of his glove, so Hobbs is going to reach. DeVries running on contact. He'll score from third. Webb has to hold at second.
Catcher, number 7, Jack Jungling.
Brings up the catcher, Jack Youngling. Youngling has singled twice and flown out. Blocked by Beving, but his momentum takes him away from the ball. That'll allow Webb and Hobbs to move up a base. So now PCM has 2 runners in scoring position with just 1 out here in the 5th. Got some action going in the Cub bullpen. Looks like Sam Hansen warming up out there in the bullpen. Home plate umpire calls time, go out. One out here, top of the 5th. Lemke delivers. That one swung on, hit towards Gray at short. Slow roller, he boots it. So Youngling will reach on the air. Webb scores from third. Hobbs moves from second to third. So with runners on the corners and 1 out, stepping in to bat will be the shortstop. That's Trig Steenhook. Durad will come in and run courtesy runner.
Again at first for the Mustangs. Coming to the plate, shortstop number 20, Trig Steenhook.
One out here, top of the 5th. First pitch swinging, that's slicing and right. 1 hip hopper to Eaton. Durad takes the turn and he'll go to third. So the hit parade continues for PCM, single to right. fifth run of the inning scores for PCM. Durod moves to third.
Third baseman, number 28, Jensen Hood.
So Jensen Hood will step in. He represents the ninth batter in the inning for PCM. Still one out. 16-0 is our score. Breaking pitch drifts outside for ball one. Swing and a miss. Foul tip held on to by Beving for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hood is 1 for 2. That one hits the outside corner for strike 2. Lemke ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the 5th. Dawson from the stretch. He sets. And the pitch. In the dirt. Blocked by Beving. Keeps it in front of him. Prevents the runners from moving up. So, pitch in the dirt evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the 5th. And the pitch. Swung and a miss. Lemke with his second strikeout of the inning. Second out of the inning. Brings us to the left fielder.
Left fielder, number 24, Alex Went.
Number 24, Alex Went. PCM's batted around now in the inning. Second inning in a row that PCM has sent 9 batters to the plate. Pitch stays upstairs, ball 1. 2 outs, top of the 5th. PCM has runners on the corner. Swung, chopped towards Gray at short. Slow roller, he's got to hurry. Throws! In time! Gets the runner! Nice stretch by Kamer at first to record the out. 6-3 ground out. But the damage is done. PCM scores 5 runs in the inning on 5 hits. 2 Cub errors, 2 runners left. Move to the bottom of the 5th. Cubs need a bunch. They trail 16-0. Due up for Nevada is the 8-9 one-hitters Larson, Franzen, and Burlage. Starting the home half of the 5th here, Cubs trail 16-0. Nick Larson starts things off, looks to get things going. He chops the first pitch towards second baseman Webb. He up, throws, pulls Farber off the bag just a touch, but he recovers in time to get the out. So Larson grounds out 4-3 for the first out of the inning. Brings up the number 9
Left fielder,
hitter
number 6, Clay Franzen.
in the Cub order. That's left fielder Clay Franzen. Franzen struck out his first at bat. Watch out! That one just inside for ball 1. Curveball stays upstairs, ball 2. 2-0. 1 out here bottom of the 5th. Cubs need runners. Franzen trying to get on. He looks at strike 1 there. 2 balls and 1 strike now. That one's hit towards the gap in right center, tracking. Is DeVries, but it's going to fall. That's the first hit of the game for the Cubs. The single to center by Franzen gives us a base runner.
23, Jackson Burlage.
Brings up the center fielder. That's Jackson Burlage. Big lead by Franzen at first. Throw over. He slides back in safely. One out here, bottom of the fifth. The Cubs got a runner on first. Jackson Burlage at the plate. Big lead. Franzen fakes going. Instead stays. I think Burlage got a piece of it for strike one. Inside, pitch is inside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the fifth. Cubs need a bunch. They trail 16-0. Big lead by Franzen. Throw over by Youngling. Just back. Quick throw by Youngling down to first. Not in time. Pitch was called a strike though, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one kind of excuse me swing down the line, just foul enough. So half swing keeps Burlage alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing on, popped up and out of play. Into the stands. Watch out. Rattles the stands. Throw over to first. Franzen dives back safely. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the fifth. Cubs trail big. That one's hit towards second baseman Webb. He can't field it. He was looking to tag Franzen, took his eyes off it, so Burlage reaches on the fielder's choice. Franzen moves to second, so Cubs got something going here. First and second, 1 out. Stepping up is the catcher.
Number 1, Cole Beving.
Number 1, Cole Beving. Beving has struck out and walked tonight. Check swing called strike 1. PCM not really paying much attention to Franzen at second, so he got a big lead. Ball's in the dirt, stopped nicely by Youngling. Evens count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, I gotta call that. Inside pitch for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one stays low and outside. Even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the fifth. Off the handle and out of play. Cole stays alive. There's a pitch off the end of the bat. Right at Lori Stevenson taking pictures. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out from the stretch. That one's outside. Franzen fakes the steal. Might have distracted Burns just enough for him to pull that pitch outside. Lowe's count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Beving swings and misses for a strikeout. That's out number 2. Brings up right fielder Anthony Eaton.
Right fielder, number 5, Anthony Eaton.
Cubs down to their last out. Has walked and grounded out. Ump calls timeout to talk to the pitcher Burns, but no call on the balk. Just I think they're letting them go to their dry off their hands if they're not on the rubber. First pitch drops in there for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Comes down to the last out. They trail 16-0 here, bottom of the 5th. Outside gets past the catcher Youngling, so the runners will move up. Burlage at second, Franzen on third. So if Eaton can get something in the outfield, will definitely score 2 runs here for Nevada. Two balls and a strike to the Cub right fielder. Oh, nice breaking pitch there by Burns. Evens a count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. That one's ripped into the left field. That's going to score 1 for sure. They're going to hold Burlage at third. So Eaton gets a sharp single to left field. RBI puts the Cubs on the board. Moves Burlage to third. Brings up the cleanup
Second
hitter.
baseman, number 3, Drake Hinson.
That's second baseman Drake Hinson. Watch out. High and inside for ball 1. Eaton takes second base on the steal. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Cubs have 2 runners in scoring position. That one's outside. Ball 2. Hitters count here for Drake. See if he can get one out into the outfield. Big swing. Had a pitch, off-speed pitch, but can't catch up to it. 2 balls and a strike now. Drake 0 for 2 tonight. Oh, nice breaking pitch. That one had Drake fooled. That was a beautiful pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Blowing in the dirt. Runs the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That one's hit deep to left. Going back to the wall. That's gone. Drake Hinson hits his second home run of the game. 3-1 shot. Makes the score 16-5 now. Hinson got all of that one. I'm sorry, 16-4. Deep drive to left center.
Home run for Drake Hinson. Coming to
Hinson's,
play for the Cubs, first baseman number 12, Dave Kramer.
Hinson's second home run of the season. Clears the bases. So 2 outs Stepping up to plate now is first baseman Gabe Kramer. First pitch outside, ball one. Hinson got all of that one. That was a no-doubter. Ball two. Two outs, bottom of the fifth. Cubs trail 16-4. Three-0 count now to the Cubs first baseman. I'm gonna guess he's taking all the way here. 4-pitch walk puts Kramer on first. Brings up the shortstop, Easton Gray.
Yep.
Looks like PCM's going to make a pitching change. So Shea Burns exit. He throws 4 innings of no-hit ball. And arm must have got a little tired here in the
The new pitcher
fifth.
for the Mustangs, number 5, Carson Hansen.
So coming to the mound for PCM will be number 5. That's junior Carson Hansen. Be his 3rd appearance for Hansen on the mound. Thrown 5 innings so far this season with 2.62 ERA. He does have 4 strikeouts. Easton Gray digs in against Hansen. Looks at the first pitch for ball one. 2 outs here, bottom of the fifth. Gabe Kramer on first for the Cubs. Easton Gray at the bat. Carson Hansen taking the mound for PCM. 2-0 count. That was low. 3-0. Count. See if he's got the green light. Taking all the way. Courtesy strike. 3-1 now. Swing and a miss. Gray swings over top of that for strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count, 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Runner on first will be going on the pitch. That's Kramer. There he goes. Swing and a miss. So Gray goes down swinging for the 3rd out of the inning. And that'll do it. Cubs fall tonight in Heart of Iowa Conference play 16-4. Cubs will fall to 5-5 overall. PCM
Mustangs are
improves
victorious
to 5-5.
Contest tonight. Cubs will be on the road Friday night. Varsity doubleheader down to Perry. First pitch set for 5:15. Again, 2 varsity contests down at Perry on Friday. One a rescheduled, one a regularly scheduled event. Cubs will return to action here at Cub Field next Tuesday. Out-of-conference game against the Ballard Bombers. Hope to see you there. And I'd like to thank everyone for coming out to the diamond tonight. Please have a safe trip home. And good night.
Cubs fall to 5-5 overall, 2-4 in conference play. PCM improves to 5-5 and 3-1. Cubs travel to Perry for a doubleheader on Friday. Return home for action against Ballard in non-conference action Tuesday night. Hope everyone has a great weekend. We'll see you back here Tuesday night. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.